Welcome to the series of online book order management project. In this project, I am building a full stack web application from scratch, where the backend is developed using Node.js, Express, and the PostgreSDB, and frontend using the Vue.js. Here I am using the Vue3 framework and Bootstrap theme. You can check the link of the full playlist in the upper right corner. In the previous video, I built the web pages. So I built the web pages for the product. You can see after successfully login, buyer can see the products. Here is the books, and he can filter by price and search by title and the author. And if admin login, he can get the extra functionality, add book and the listing books, so that he can add books for sales and can see the list of books and update accordingly. You can check the link of this video, the web page design, in the upper right corner. So today we are going to integrate the APIs on those pages. So we already have the APIs I built with Node, Express, and Postgres. We have the adding book for sales. Here is the API to add book. Here we have this payload to add book, and next we have the get books list with filter and the pagination. And next we have the update book for sale. So these three APIs, you can check the video how I built these three APIs in the link in the upper right corner. And today we are going to integrate these three APIs. The Vue3 front-end project, I also adding the request and the response interceptor and Vue3 state management. In the Vue3 front-end project, I will also add the request and response interceptors and the state management using the Vuex library with the state mutation getters and the action. So let's get started. You can see the Visual Studio Code window. We have the client and the server directory. Client is our Vue3 project. Here we have all the components, router, and the assets. So I will go to main.js file. So first I will go to the main.js page, and here I will add the HTTP request and the response interceptor. For this I need the package Axios and the Vue-Axios. So the Axios we already have, so I will install the Vue-Axios. So I will open a new terminal and I will change directly to our client book order. cd client book order, and here I will install the package Vue-Axios. So this package added successfully. Next I will go to the main.js. I will import the necessary dependencies and modules. First I will import the Axios. Import Axios from Axios, and next the Vue-Axios. Import the Vue-Axios. Next I will create a new Vue3 app instance. So const app equal to create app, and it will take the app, and I will modify this part here. I will remove that part, and instead of I will use the app.use store. So use the Vue router to use the Vue router, and next I will remove that part and I will mount the Vue app to the specified element in the HTML. So it will be the app.mount app. Next I will create the .env file in the root directory so that I can take the server URL from this .env. So .env, and inside .env I will declare the Vue app API URL. So Vue_app API URL, and in our case the Vue app API URL is the http://localhost. Let me check. We have the 7007. We have the 7007 port. The API is running, and now I will console log, make sure it's the server URL we are getting from the .env, the server URL, and we can fetch the environment variable by process.env dot Vue app API URL. Next, I will use the Vue Axios plugin and configure Axios with the base URL and header. So I will make the app.use, and here I will take the Vue Axios and Axios.create. Here the Axios.create function will take the base URL, which is the process env Vue app API URL from the environment variable. Parameter we have to pass the headers here, and inside headers we have to declare the content type which we want to pass. The content type will be here the application/JSON and next the authorization header. So the authorization header will be here the BRR token, BRR, and token I will get from the local storage. So here I will append the token from the local storage. So first I will check the local storage and then I will get the token. And next thing I will do, I will set up a request interceptor to add the authorization header with the stored token before making the HTTP request. So it will be app.config.global properties .axios .interceptors .request .use, and here it will take the callback and it will take the config, and inside callback I will get the token from the local storage. So local storage dot get item token. Next I will pass this the config headers dot authorization equal to BRR token, and next I will return this config, and I will also handle the error here. So if any error happens, then I will return promise. So I will reject this with the error. So basically, in the context of web development and the HTTP request, an interceptor is a mechanism provided by the libraries like Axios to allow developers to intercept and modify HTTP requests or responses before they are handled by the application. So interceptors are the hooks or the middleware that enable to run your custom logic at the various points during the request or the response lifecycle. Next thing I will do, I will set up our response interceptor to handle the unauthorized response. So it will be same app config global property Axios interceptors, and in this case it will be response.use. And similarly it will take config. Similarly it will take callback, and callback I want the response, and I will return response. And if any error happens, I will watch this error. So error. So in case of the error, I will access the error dot response, and if the response is present, so then I will check for the status, and I will match with 401, which is the code for the status code for the unauthorized, and I will redirect to the login page. Window.location.href /auth/login. So any route which other than the auth route, the login registration, if don't have any token, I will redirect it to the login page, so that by login it can get the token. And for the other cases, I will do same, the return promise reject error. So we are done with the HTTP request and response interceptor. Let me check the log once. We don't have any error. So next I will add the Vuex state management. So for this I will create a file store.js, store.js. And for the state management, I need the Vuex state management library. It helps manage the state of the application in a centralized and the predictable manner. So first I will install the Vuex. So the command is the npm I Vuex. So it's successfully installed. Next I will go to the store.js and I will import the create store function. So import create store from Vuex. And next I will declare model, the user model. So model will be according to the payload in the token. So if I show you the payload of the token, so if I log in with the admin@gmail.com password with the password in our server, so I will get this token. And if I decode this token, so I will copy it and I will go to the site jwt.io. And here I will decode the token by pasting the token here. You can see this tokens actually contains the ID, email, first name, last name, role created at, and the email verification flag. And this is the expiry and all the things. So we have to store these details in a user model. So I will create in the project, I will create a folder model. So inside research, I will create folder models, and inside models, I will create a file user.js. And to decode the token, I need the package jwt-decode. So I will install it, npm I jwt-decode. So it's successfully installed. First I will take the jwt decode function from the jwt decode library. So I will import jwt decode from jwt. And next I will define a class name users. So export default class user, and constructor will initiate the user object. So constructor, and in the constructor I will take this ID, email, first name, last name, and the email verification. Here I will take the ID, email, role, first name, last name, and the email verification flag. I will set this property to the user. Set this property of the user, this dot ID equal to ID, and similarly for the email, role, first name, last name. And by combining this first name and last name, I will construct the name. So it will take this dot first name space this dot last name. And next I will set this is verified flag by taking the email verification equal to. So let me check here, it's verified. If it's verified, then it will be true. And copy this and paste it here. Next I will create a static method to create a user object from the JWT token. So static from token, it will take the token, JWT token, and inside the try. So inside the try block, I will decode the JWT token using the JWT token. So let obj equal to JWT decode, and here I will pass the token. And next I will return new user by passing this object, which contains actually the ID, email, role, first name, last name, all the things. And if any error happens, I will return null. Okay, so that's it for the user.js. Next, I will import this user. So import user from the model user. And next, I will define the initial state of the store. So const state equal to, it will contain user. User I will get from the user dot form, and here I will provide the token local storage dot token, and next the token will be local storage dot get item to fetch the token from the local storage, retrieve the token. And the next thing is the it's logged in. So I want to check if the user is logged in or not. So I can check the token local storage dot get item token. So basically the state represents the data of the application. It is stored in a single and the centralized store. So its usage is the access. You can access it using the this dot store dot state in any component. So we'll look later. Next, I will define the mutation to modify the state. Before that, I will define the actions types as constants. We have the two types of actions here, the login and the logout. So I will export const login, which is our login action. And similarly, we'll have the logout. And next, the mutation. So const mutation equal to the action, first the login. The action, you will take the two types of parameter, the state and the data. So inside actions, I will assign the token. So state dot token equal to data dot token. So it will set the token in the state. Next, state dot user. So it will basically create a new user instance from the new token. So data dot token. Next will set the locals, and next it will save the token in the local storage. So local storage dot set item, and it will store in the token field, and the value will be data dot token. And the next action we have the logout. So logout, it will take same the state and the data. And here I will make the token and the user null, and the remove the token from the local storage. So state dot token will be null. Next, state dot user will be null, and next local storage dot remove item the token. So we successfully define the mutation. So basically the mutation are synchronous functions that modify the state. They are the only way to change the state in the Vuex store. Next, I will define the getters to access the state. So const getter, and getters it will contain the current user, while I return the current user from the state and the login status from the state. So first the current user, it will return state.user, and next is logged in. It will take state and it will return the state dot is logged in. So basically getters are used to compute derived state based on the current state. They can be thought of as computed properties for the store. Next, I will define the actions to commit mutations. So here const action and actions will contain the login and the logout method. Login, which will take the commit, and it will commit the login action. So basically the login function here will take the commit and it will commit the login mutation. And similarly for the logout, will take commit and it will commit the logout mutation. So basically the actions are asynchronous functions that can call mutations. They are used to handle asynchronous operations such as the API calls and then commit mutations. Next, I will create and export the Vuex store instance to be used in the Vue application. So here I will export default create store, and it will contain the state, and next the mutations, and next the getters and the actions. We are done with the create Vuex store. Next, I will use it in the main.js, just like we use the router app.use router. So first I will import the store here, import store from store, and here I will use the store, use the Vuex store. So app.use store. Okay. So next I will check the log if anything error happens or not. So we have the data is defined but never used in the store. So I have to check. So see here the logout data is not using, so we can ignore it. We can remove this data. So it should be fine now. I will go to the login, and by logging we are getting the token response. So go to the components auth and user login. Here the Axios post we don't need. We actually define the HTTP interceptor. So here I will use the this dot $HTTP dot post, and instead of the server URL we can just mention the path here, which is the /auth/login or /login, and we can pass the body here, and we have to capture the response. So the response will contain data, and here I will tell the Vuex store to commit the mutation named login with the provided data. So the code will be this dot $store dot commit, and it will take so I will call the login with the provided data. So basically when the login mutation is committed, it invokes the mutation functions defined in the Vuex store. The mutation function here the login, and it will take the data, and inside data we have the token. It will store the token in the state, set the token in the state, and then set the user interface from the new token, and in the local storage it will store the token. So we'll see in action. Here Axios is defined but never used. So here I will have to remove the Axios. from the user login. If I go to browser, here is our online book order login page. And let me open the developer console. Here it's calling the server URL undefined. So the server, it's not detecting the changes in the .env. So I have to restart the Vue3 application. So it's built successfully or restarted the Vue application successfully. Now if I go here, so you can see I am getting the server URL. And if I let me check the local storage here. So local storage, we have the token. Let's remove it. Let's clear this local storage. And the network, we don't have anything. And I will try to log in. So I successfully logged in. And now I will check the network. So here we have got the 200 response. And if I see the response, we have this token. And if I see the local storage now, we have the token. So store actually working as expected. Next thing I will do, so you can see the logged in as this name is hard coded now. And if I log in with the buyer, which the buyer name is not Surajit Malik, but it's still showing it. So what I will do, I will use the map getter helper functions to get the details of the current logged in user from the Vuex store we defined. Also handle the logout. So I will go to the workspace top bar component. So if you see the workspace top bar component, we have this logout button, and the logout, it's just a logout, but it's not clearing the token right now. And here the logged in as it's hard coded. And I will use the map getters from the Vuex. So I will import the map getters from the Vuex. And next is in the computed, I will take the current user from the Vuex store. So computed. Here I will take the map getters. And map getters will contain the array and the current user. So the current user we have here, the getters, this current user, it will access. So if now in the mounted, if I print the current user now, just log console.log current user and this dot current user. And if I open the console, so you can see we have this user. So here you can see we are getting the details for this user. And if I log in as the admin @gmail.com, and I am getting the details of the admin here. Here, what I can do, here I can assign this current user with present. Then I will take the name here, and I can also take the role current user dot role like this. And if I present here, you can see we have this logged in as John Doe. And let me take a space here and PHP. Not taking. And the current user dot role we can. So I can make it in title case by using this method, the to title case. Here I am using the regular expression. So I will provide here to title case, and here the current user dot role. Now it's look okay. Now if I logged in as buyer and logged in as Rohit Malik, and he is the member. Looks fine. Next I will make the logout. So in the logout, so to handle the logout, currently if you see, if I click on the logout, it's not removing the token. So here I will the mutation named logout, and then I will redirect it user to the login page. So this dot dollar store commit, and the mutation name will be logout. And next I will redirect it to a login. So let's remove this and login with buyer. So you can see we have the token, and now if I log out, the token is removed, but we're getting the two lowercase error here. So check if the current user is present, then I will apply this. Otherwise, it will be null. So now if I log in, it's successfully logging. And if I log out, so we don't have any errors, and the token removed from the local storage. Next, I will integrate this the get books list API here. So you can see we have this slash books with the page, with the filter and the search. So I will go to the we have the component my home, and here I will integrate this API. So let me close the others component, and here whatever we have, it's hard coded right now. So this page, so I will integrate the API now. So here the script, so inside script I will export the default the component, and name will be my home. And the variable I need here to store the response of the books and the page. So I will take return, I will take a books array, and total number of count. So I will assign it to null for now. Next, the mounted hook, I will call the init method, which we actually call the get books API to get the books. So basically the mounted lifecycle hook is a function that is called after the Vue instance has been mounted to the DOM. So this hook is commonly used for performing action or the initializing data. So here I will call this method async init, and I will call this get books, which will make actually the HTTP call const data equal to await this dot dollar HTTP dot get, and it will call slash books. If you see the response in the Swagger UI, so first I have to take the token. If I try it out the get books list and execute, you can see we have this response. We have the items which contains the array of books, and the total number of response we have. So here I will this dot book will contain data dot items, and this dot total will contain data dot total. And if anything error happens, I will catch and I will log to the console. And here I will call this getBooks. This dot getBooks. Now I will go to browser and check the developer console. Here we are it's calling the books or not. So if I refresh this page, so you can see we have the books route is called, and we are getting the results here. Now I will assign it to here. So we have this product page. So if I collapse this column MD3, we only need one. So I will remove rest of the, and here I will apply the for loop, iterate the item in the books array. So in the div class column MD3, I will apply the v4, and here I will take the book, comma, index of books, colon key equal to index, and here instead of the info we will have the book title. So book title, and the price will be in rupees. So rupees book dot price, and the quantity available I will put here. So in stock I will put the book dot quantity available event, and here I will again need this book dot title, and here I will print the author name. It's written by book dot author. Now I'll see the logs. It's compiled successfully, and if I go here, so you can see it's printed according to the response. Here we have this title. For the 3 books we have the titles and the names, and in stock how many we have in stock, and here we have, but the card is not fixed length, so I have to fix the length. So here I will define a custom fixed length, custom class, custom fixed length, and in the style I will define it. Custom fixed length will contain the fix width and length. So width I will take 275 px, and height I'll take 400 px. Now you can see it's arranged. The length of the card is fixed now, but here the info for this length of this title, the info out here out of the box, so I have to fix it. So in this tip I will apply the custom wrapper, not the custom wrap. So custom wrap, and in the style I will define the custom wrap. In the custom wrap, the text overflow will be ellipsis, and the white space will be no wrap. The white space will be no wrap. Now the title is outside, so I have to truncate the title. So I will apply the method here to truncate the title. It will be the truncate text. It will take the text length and suffix, and if text dot length is less than equal to length provided, then I will return the text. Otherwise, I will truncate it using the substring return text dot substring 0 comma length plus a suffix. Now I will apply this truncate text on the title. So we have the title, truncate text. The threshold value I will give 25, and if it exceeds 25, then it will put a dot dot. Now if I see here, so I applied in the here, so instead of I have to apply in the description under. So I will cut it here and paste it over, and I will cut here and paste there. It's fine now. Now it looks like okay. Here it's truncated, you can see, and it's fit to the window. Next I will integrate the filters we have. So we have the filters mean price and the max price. If you see, we have the max price and the mean price filter, and I will integrate this. I will take the variable mean price and the max price here. So here the mean price initially will be 0, and the max price initially will be 0, and the book max price I will store in our variable initially will be 100, and I will declare the filters object here, which will contain the mean price and the max price. Max price is null. So I will apply this filter here. So here in the params, I will pass the filters. Param, I will pass the filter, these dot filters. If it contains value, then it will, the response will be based on the filters. If there is null, then all the data will come. Now we'll bind this mean price, max price to this input type. So here v model equal to mean price. This is for the minimum price, and for the maximum price, I will model the bind. I will bind the model max price. And also I have to handle the slide change. So I will here I will declare the change event, and the change for the change event it will call a method handle slide change. Same for the next slide. We have the two slide for the mean price and the max price. Now I will define this methods. So inside methods, I will have the handle slide change. So this method basically called when the slider is stopped after sliding. So here I will capture the max price and the mean price, and I will assign it to the filters. Filter max price to this max price, and this dot filters dot mean price. I will apply this mean price. Now I will check the log, it's fine. Now I will test if it's working. So we have the price 9.99. So I will first It's not the undefined main price, cannot set property undefined. I have to take a look. So here we have the filters instead of the filters. I think we are good now. So if I change the slide, so here it's not changing the value because it's hard coded. I have to change the hard coded value. So here it will be main price and here it will be max price. And the max here, it will also variable. So it will be book max price and here also it will be book max price. Book max price similarly it will book max price. It's fine, but we have to calculate the book max price and have to assign it to the book max price. So I'll here add a method calculate book max price and I'll use the reduce method. So this dot book max price equal to this dot book dot reduce. Reduce actually take the current and sum, so it will take the max comma book. So here I will calculate the price const price. I will parse it to the float book dot price and next I will return price. If the price is greater than max, then I will return the price, otherwise max. And I also assign it to the this dot max price here, and it will start from 0. So max price so here there will be not the curly braces, it's just the book max price. So I'll remove the curly braces here. Now prices is not defined, so it will be price. Seems like this max price is not detecting the changes. I will first check and then I will print here. So here in the input I will check if max price greater than 0, then only I will print here. Here we have the calculate book max price, but we have to call in the mounted. So while the component will be mounted, I will call this method. It's dot calculate books max price. And now you can see we have the max price 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's assigned this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here, and according to we have the bar. So minimum is 0 and maximum. If I slide it, so it will slide, and when we slide we have to call this get books. So handle slide change, and here we have to call this dot get books, and it will be async await. You have to await for the response. Yeah, now if I call this, you can see between the price 0 and 10964 we are only getting this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So seems like it's not correct. It should be it should not be here. So let me check the server once. So inside servers, we have these routes and the controller. If I check the book controller and the get all books filtered here, so we have the min price, filters dot price, min price, and for the max price, it will be max. So it should be fine now. Let me take a look the server. Yeah, it's running. Now if I refresh this page and if I slide it, still I am getting it. I have to check these helpers. So model helpers, I'll post those changes in the repo and I'll share the repo link in the description. So if the minimum should be greater than and maximum should be less than. Now, if I check, so you can see between the 0 and 8706, we have this price 999. And if I increase it, I am getting this. And if I increase it to the, I am getting, it's working fine now. And if I go beyond 999, I will get nothing. Okay, it's working. And the minimum price, if I slide it, it's not working. So I have to check here. So in the book controller, it's like it's not passing the two things here. So you can see that we have the filters price, min price, and if the both are present, then only the max will be there. So I have to append the filter price by spread operator. So filters dot price here. So the mean can append here. Now it should work with both the cases, mean and the max. Now if I, it is minimum, so you can see between the 4926 and 12345 we have this. And if I increase it beyond 999, I'll get one results. And if I decrease it to below 99, I'll get three results. So this filter's working as expected. We don't have anything. Okay, now I will integrate this title and the author. So I will go to the, I will close this server code and I will go to my home. And my home, we already have these filters. So here I will define the title and the author so that it can pass the title and author also. And make search. And now I will bind these variables in the title and the author. So we have the input here. I will bind this vmodel filters dot title, and here I will bind the author vmodel filters dot author, and in the search I will call the search at the rate click to search book, and in case of the reset I will call the reset method reset search. Okay, next I have to define this method. I have to write this method search book and the reset search. So here I'll make the search book. I think we don't need the search book, just the reset search we need. We can call the get books. If the model is binded, then we'll get the value in the filters.title and we can call the get books. So instead of this search book, I will call the get books, this one. And in the reset search, I will clear all the things. In the reset search, I will clear this dot filters dot author will be null. This dot filters dot title will be null. And next I will call this dot get book. Now I will test it. So here we have search. So if I search by the title like Velu, and if I search it, so you can see I am getting this result. And if I reset it, I am it's resetted the title and the author. And similarly I can search by the Doyle. So if I search, I am getting the Sherlock Holmes, and if I reset, I am getting this. And I can also search by the author Satyajit. I am getting these results. So the search and the filter working as expected. Next, I will go to the manage books, add books, and the listing book. But this is the member. It shouldn't see the manage books, so I have to handle it. So in the workspace top bar, I'll check the role here. So for this snapper, I'll check VA current user dot role equal to admin. Then only he can see the manage book. So it's gone. Now if I log in with admin, and you can see I logged in as the John Doe admin, and we have the manage books. So now I will integrate the add books for sale page, this API, the add books for sale, and the payload here we need the title, author, price, and the quantity available. So I will go to the add books page. In the admin we have the add book, and here we have the model. I already bind. I have to just call the method. So try the catch. So inside try block, I will call this method await this dot $http dot post slash books, and here I will pass this dot book payload. And if it's successfully done, then I will show the alert, sweet alert. So I will copy here the sweet alert fire. So I will paste it here, the successfully book added. And next I will redirect to the listing page, this dot router dot push slash admin slash books page. And if anything error happens, I will print this error, like I'll throw this error, and I will console this error. And parallelly I will also integrate the list book page. So the export default here, the data return, it will be similar to the my home page. So I'll copy from here, but we don't need the filters here. So here I need these books only. So the books, and in the mounted I will declare the mounted, but here we need the get books method. So in the methods I need this get books, this dot books filter we don't need, and data return and I will declare the mounted. On mounted this method will be called this dot get books, and it will fetch the books. Now here it's hard coded the title, author, quantity. So I'll remove the tiered rest of the table rows, and here I will apply the for loop just like this. We have already the for loop here. So I'll copy this for loop. So V for books, and I will apply in the table row V for books colon key index, and here it will be based on this index plus 1, and here we have the title, so book dot title, and next similarly we'll have book dot author, and quantity available book dot quantity available, and next we need this a price. So price will be in rupees, so I will prefix with rupees, and here book dot price, and we will have the update. But the update I didn't design. The update you can try on your own by designing this page and integrate the API we already have here, the update. So if I show you the Swagger, so we have this put route, you can try on your own. Let's see the log first. So here swell is not defined, so I have to define the suite alert just like we did in the user login. From the suite alert too, in the add book, now it compiled. Now I will go to the list book first. So list book, it's not coming. Books was accessed rendered but not defined in the instance. So list book, have to check data return. Sorry, here is the typo error. Instead of date, it will be data. Now it should work. So you can see we have the 3 books. That's why it's giving the 3 books. And now if I add one book here, so add book, title of the book. So I put all the details, title, author name, price, and I will submit it. And you can see it's successfully book added, and here it's come allow on the brain whatever I added. And if I go to the dashboard here, you can see we have this page here. So we are good, and I can add one more. I'm going to add one more, and you can see 5 books added. And if I go to dashboard, you can see the books here, whatever books we have, and we can filter with the if I log out from the admin and log in with buyer, I am also able to see those books. Here you can see he can't access the manage book, but he can see the books presents for sale, and he can filter, and he can search with this, with the search it's presents. Okay, so it's working as expected. So that's it for this video. I hope you like the video. If you like the video, please hit the like button, and please share my video, and please subscribe to my channel. Also comment whatever improvement you need in this online bookstore project. In the next video, in the next upcoming video, I will add this making order, checkout, and the payment, all the things. So please stick to this series. Thank you.